Alright, so today I figured I would show you guys some of my strategies and just give you guys some tips on what I do when I play Resident Evil 5 Lost in Nightmares. And quite frankly, I have not played this in over a year. I actually looked back and noticed that I haven't played this since last summer, so I figured why not give it a good go this summer. As of right now, my fastest time is 9 minutes and 58 seconds on this game, and in this video I achieved a 10:07. So with that being said, I am exactly 11 seconds away from beating my score in this gameplay, but I took that because this one was a super rusty game, and this wasn't my first game back in over a year. I had some games before this one that I had before, so I had a little bit of warm-up, but you can still tell that I was a bit rusty in this game. And as you can tell for the beginning section, you're going to notice that I shoot all of these wooden doors because this is a very common thing that you want to do. And if you notice in the right hand corner that Jill just picked up a sniper rifle, which the guns that she can pick up in this is completely random every single time you play, and the most optimal gun to get is the submachine gun. And as you can tell, I did not get that this time, and if I did, I could have been on track to possibly even beating my fastest time. That's how crucial the submachine gun is. But with that being said, I got the sniper rifle, so I had to do the rest of this part with just the handgun, which the submachine gun really helps a lot when it comes to shooting the wooden doors, which is something you're going to see from me very common and a lot in this run. Another thing you're going to notice is that in the top left corner you can see I have 2 paper sheets, and those are actually passwords on those paper sheets. And you need to actually collect 3 different passwords to gain access to the main computer in the Spencer Mansion. So that's actually the aim of the game right now. And when it comes to this part, you have to wait for Jill to actually play Moonlight Sonata, which helps to actually have the AI partner for this, or else if you choose Jill, you have to do this part strictly on your own and rely on AI Chris to shoot this red target. But coming up here is going to be something that you're going to see a lot in this run, and this is something I like to call the tactical reset. This is something that actually helps you shave off a couple of seconds, because when you see that little checkpoint thing that just showed up in the left side of the screen, that actually shows that you do not have any time going towards your final run whatsoever. Until that checkpoint thing goes away, you can actually do whatever you want and it will not count towards your time. So therefore, just like that, I have a couple of seconds to actually just kind of get some leeway and move on as much as I possibly can. So that's where those tactical resets are going to come in handy, because those are resets that are actually allowed in the speedrun community. This is one that I'm not going to be posting on the speedrun.com website, but I am currently in the top 7 right now, I will have you know. But moving on now is the absolute run killer of this entire speedrun. This is actually a glitch that is allowed in the speedruns, but as you see there, I threw the grenade just through that little crack in the wall, which is actually not exactly meant to be, but it does break the game, and it causes the lock that's on this side of the door to actually break from the inside out. And because of that, you actually get to skip a whole section of the game that you guys will see later. That is actually something that if you speedrun this, I'm pretty sure everyone will know about, but it is actually very unknown for people that just play this chill and don't really speedrun any Resident Evil games. Now this part here is very straightforward. This is just me running to the fireplace that we were at previously, because I got the burnt paper sheet right before I executed that glitch with the grenade. And because you have this weird burnt paper sheet, you have to take it to the fireplace and have to put it in the fireplace. I don't exactly understand the logic behind that, but you get the password for it, and therefore you can move on to the rest of the game. Like I said, we are now on our way to the computer, where we're going to make our access to everything in the Spencer Mansion, and you will get to see the grenade skip become a crucial part in this speedrun very shortly.
Come on!
Roger. I can't stop it! controls must be somewhere else. Use this.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why that grenade skip is important for this speed run. That is a whole section where the spike trapped ceiling will start to fall down on your teammate, and you have to then yourself make your way around to that lever that we pulled when I actually executed the glitch. And because of that, I no longer had to go over there, and it does pretty much just bug the game out, as you saw. It's never been fixed, it'll never be fixed, so speedrunners can enjoy that glitch and learn it back and forth all they want. And even if you guys want to try and beat my run and knock me down to top 8 or even lower, go for it, because this is a pretty fun and optimal speedrun, I would say.
Roger.
So now notice how I've been holding on to this one singular grenade this whole time. It does make your running speed a bit faster, I believe. I don't know if that's actually a fact. Hopefully there is some Resident Evil 5 pros that watch this video that can actually tell me whether or not the grenade in your hand makes your running speed faster, because I do believe that that is a thing. But regardless of that, you're going to see why this grenade becomes in handy, and it is for this wall right here, which if you throw it just at the right point, you can get the wall to break just like that. But if you throw it too much, with too much aggression, it can actually bounce off the wall and it will not work the way you want it to. But like I said in the past, here comes that tactical reset that you will see get used and implemented several times in this run. But this one can actually be a run killer because you can get stuck by the executioner guy being in that staircase right there. Luckily enough for us, we got some good RNG with where he spawned in this actual run. And as you see there, you see Jill kind of just gets trapped in that cage, and it does not matter whatsoever. You would think that I just messed up, but in fact it is actually going to help us because I can do this tactical reset, and boom, she is right there with us. So we can just move on with the rest of our run and send Jill up here directly right away. And this is probably one of the parts that kind of killed my run, to be honest, because this guy was totally blocking me, and I tried to just kind of squeeze my way around, but Jill, trying to help me out like any good partner, kind of made him shoot his acid, and it kind of caused me to get stunned. Either way, we got out of there, and I got the 2 pieces that go into this part, and we were able to move on to the sewer section.
Jill, hurry! Jill, are you okay?
I'm fine, but I lost most of my gear.
Same here. Alright, try to find a way out of there, and I'll find a way to meet up with you.
Copy that. Watch your back.
Now, because I was playing on amateur mode, I only have to get one of these metal slabs to put in the centerpiece to actually move on to the next section, or else if you were playing on a harder difficulty, you'd have to get more or all of them for that matter. But I think what really killed my run here is the fact that I got the blue crank right here, and that happened as well. But if any of you guys know Resident Evil 5 Lost in Nightmares and the speedrunning community of it and everything, you would know that the red crank is the key. That is the one you want. They only give you that or the blue crank, so it is pretty much a 50-50. But the fact that I got this blue crank is a run killer, because the red crank is just so much easier, and you can tell that I was definitely struggling here. The fact that he hit Jill almost made me want to just reset this run altogether, but as you go on to see, we get it done.
Got it.
Come on!
Roger.
Jill, hurry!
Okay.
Jill!
Okay.
Jill!
apparently Jill's playing this like she doesn't know we're in a speed run or something. But as you can see, she does get a little sliver of health back, which does not help me whatsoever in this next Wesker fight here. And there's a couple of components to why I did not get my new fastest time when playing this run. One being the fact that I didn't get the red crank. Like I said, that would have been huge for me. Also, if I would have got the machine gun early on, like I said, that would have helped me, and that would have shaved off quite a few seconds when I was shooting those wooden doors out. And also, this Wesker fight was really not up my alley. I was never really good at this before when I would practice this speedrun, like I said, like last summer. But even playing this now, I was just on struggle street, guys. I really was. And it did not help that Jill was on dying health that entire time. Almost felt like Wesker was just straight targeting her, as you can see. Like, he just did not want me to get this done. But I got some kind of clutch like shot off on him coming up right here, which I did not expect, because as I was going to revive Jill, I just noticed that I got the finish off on Wesker, and it was kind of like, okay, not so bad. So that's why we ended up taking the run, and we get what we get.
Thanks.
Are you trying to make me angry?
Well, that's it for this game, and I hope you guys did go on to enjoy this little speedrun here. I was thinking of getting into more speedrun related stuff, but I decided I would start quick and easy with this one, because this is something that wouldn't take me that long to de-rust at, as you could say. And this is also something that doesn't take as long to play, obviously. It's only a 10-minute DLC. So if you guys are interested in any more kinds of speedruns when it comes to Resident Evil, let me know, because I am very eager to pick up a new Resident Evil game and learn the speedrun for it. That has always been something that I found very fun, but I could also go back and speedrun Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes like I used to in the past. Or if you guys are interested, I could even go back at this and take another crack at getting my new fastest time. But with that being said, I will see you guys in another Reverse video tomorrow, and peace.